Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's Tyfly here, and today I'm bringing you guys a special history today. Right now, I'm giving you guys a special prayer for one of the best actors. The actor, one of the best history I'm gonna do today. So right now, I've seen a lot of Superman, like I did Brandon Routh, and I already did Brandon Routh, so you know about him. So check out my video. And Brandon Routh did a really good job playing Superman. Henry Cavill as Superman from the Justice League, the Man of Steel, Zack Hayner's Justice League, and what else? What the heck? What was it? Um, the original Justice League, I guess. And Tom Welling as Smallville. And don't forget Tyler Hooligan from Crisis at Infinite Earths, Supergirl, and Superman and Lois. So, but one of my favorite actor is
My friends, I'm not given to wild, unsupported statements. And I tell you that we must evacuate this planet immediately.
Jor-El, be reasonable.
Once there was a civilization, much like ours, but with a greater intelligence, greater powers, and a greater capacity for good. In one tragic moment, that world was destroyed. But there was one survivor.
Now, wouldn't that beat all get out?
Because of the wisdom and compassion of Jor-El, because he knew the human race had the capacity for goodness, he sent us his only son. His name is Kal-El. He will call himself Clark Kent. But the world will know him as Superman. This year, Superman brings you the gift of flight. Superman, the movie.
Christopher Reeve, Superman. It brings me back to those memories when I was a kid. It brings me back to childhood. I gotta say, it was really good. I watched those movies, and they did a really good job. Christopher Reeve playing Superman as Clark Kent. And he was a teenager, and a kid, and So, the reason why I like it is because he was really good playing as Superman. But I really enjoyed it. It brings me back childhood. And seriously, it brings me back so many memories with him being as Superman, known as Clark Kent, as Superman, and Kal-El. The reason why I liked it, because Christopher Reeve brings back memories and everything he does. From the Superman movies, like the first one, the Superman, the movie, and Superman 2, and Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. I really enjoy those movies. I really enjoy those movies, and they did a perfect job. And they did a really good job, just like Christopher Reeve did a really great job playing Superman, and he did a wonderful job as the suit looks really good on him. And everyone here really around him, because everyone needs a hero for truth, justice, and the American way on Metropolis, because it's the way to be a superhero, to be ahead of a hero. And every hero, Superman, that I see, he always catches criminals. And Christopher Reeve always catches criminals. He did a really good job though. And the flying thing and everything he does. And he always flies like a hero. And every day I see that funny part that Superman was here, and then there's a bad guy behind him, and I could have laughed so hard that part. That part was so hilarious. And I really liked this part. That part was really good, and I enjoyed it. Though that movie was really good, and other movies are doing great. But for example, I like the part with General Zod and the others. But they got imprisoned by the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone is with the all other villains. But they got free because there was like a bomb on the elevator. But until then, Superman fly back to Earth. And then the General Zod and the others free. But they just got free. But I just like all the parts though. They did really good, all those. That reminds me, I haven't talked to you guys about Jackie. Jackie Cooper. Not Jackie Cooper, for goodness sake. Lex Luthor, Superman's greatest enemy, because that Superman's greatest enemy is Lex Luthor, because he is, his greatest enemy, and that's his henchman, because I cannot believe it. That happened like before, when that happens like this before, when when last year and they brought her back to childhood. But now it all come down to this. And now it was that. After a while of that, and I gotta say that Superman brings Lex Luthor and his henchmen to prison, because it was really, really funny. Because I remember that part, because Lex Luthor pulled his hair wig off, because that reminds me of that from the past of 1970 Superman movies, after all that part. But that was really good. I have enjoyed all those Christopher Reeve Supermans. And after all that, it was what became for Superman 2. And I gotta say, it was perfect and perfectly done. Even all those Superman movies from Christopher Reeve, even though they did a perfect job and really done, well done. Even though Christopher Reeve died, he was sick, and I kind of feel bad about it. I've been worried. I didn't know, but he was a great voice of Superman and a great actor. and and a great, you know, like working out like this, and a great, you know, act and a great, playing Superman and known as Clark Kent. But trust me on this, he did pretty good in there. But trust me, it was really good. I enjoyed all of them. And that reminds me, I enjoyed it in that, like I said, it brings me back childhood. When I was a kid, I have all the Superman action comic books. Just like from Super Friends and other stuff. And I enjoyed watching Superman Christopher Reeve. And I like to watch it and again and again and again. That reminds me, I haven't told you about this part. That Superman was drunk on Superman 3. Because I don't even like that part. Because that reminds me when I lost this part. Because he break things. The glasses, the wine glasses. Because they were like cheap. Because he keeps doing it. And everyone was looking at him. And I cannot believe it. On Superman 3, the mirror on the laser eyes, I was like, what the heck? I just couldn't even see his face and his suit and the style of him. It was so unbelievable. But right now, he's just feeling a little deep down from him. And the way I see his actions and his flying, but his mind was getting a little, his not positive attitude. But right now, his had hearing. But on Superman 3, but I heard his flying and his actions are really, really too hard on him. But I cannot believe he just too bad. He was really bad for him. He was just being bad on him. So he was just being himself. Known as the bad Superman. His hair and his look and the costume though. It looks, kind of bad though. The way I see it is, Superman turns bad into, from Injustice, from the first one. And I saw the movie, remember from Injustice, the cartoon movie? I watched it. It was rated R. And then he turned bad because when he lost someone he lost, Lois. And then he became he had a baby. And then he just lost someone he loved. And then he had a good Superman. Earth 9 Superman from another dimension. And then on Superman 3 it is so different. And now it's with Clark Kent versus bad Superman. And you see, that is Clark Kent from the Superman 3. And he saws him. And I'm like, I cannot believe it. Their own reflections of the bad Superman and Clark Kent. Their own reflections. I mean, like, I cannot believe it. They're just like fighting, not on the good side or the bad side or something. Because this is the way how bad Superman acts and Clark Kent acts. Good or bad. Just like from Injustice. This part is really, really good actually. Because the good Superman is trying to bring, taking down the bad Superman. because he was trying to be good. But now that he's gone, and I just cannot believe my eyes. But after that, and then Clark Kent finally became Superman back again. And that's all it is for the history of Christopher Reeve, of Superman. And I gotta say, he's my favorite, and I like him. He's the best Superman ever. And I gotta say, that's the history of Superman. And I want to give you an honor of history of Christopher Reeve, and which is I'm gonna do that in my next video, I guess. I'm gonna do that in my next video. So as always, I'm Time Fly here, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and check out my gaming channel. My gaming channel, Time Fly Gaming, and check out Tyler and Bodie channel, and check out Daily Reacts TV and Daily Reacts Gaming as Bodie. So as always, I'm Time Fly here, and thanks for watching the Why is my Christopher Reeve is my favorite Superman. So as always, I'm Time Fly here. Take care, guys.